Jerome,
Yeah.
what was the question I asked you on the table?
I don't know.
No, the first question I asked you was...
You just fart?
No.
Oh.
Can you know? I didn't, but you do it.
Okay. What was the question?
How do you cope in life by not having a structured job? You're used to it.
How do I cope in life without having a structured job? Because I have to go into a workplace, train. Wait. So how do I cope in life without a structured
Because
job?
if I think about myself, I wouldn't see myself into a job where hours are more flexible.
I guess, I don't know if this answers your question directly. I guess I have a vision. And although I struggle with a plan, I know that although I don't have a written plan, there are certain steps I take to fulfill my vision. So, like, for example, me creating websites and funnel pages and stuff, a booking system for people to book and pay for my service. Because I know that's there. That's not a safety net, but it's geared towards my vision. I guess ultimately, I do have to go into the workplace on shift for 12 hours a week. So although that's not full on structure, it holds me accountable to some degree, and it reminds me that I have to keep coming back here to get clients. It's very hard to answer, to be fair.
You explain your point.
I love you so much.
No, we don't need. We are serious now.
We don't have to be serious.
Okay.
Okay. Let me ask you a question then. You asked me, how do I cope without having structure? How do you cope without being... Okay, maybe I don't know if this makes sense. How do you cope?
My 9 to 5, 9 to 6.
Maybe let's do that then.
How do I cope with that?
How do you cope knowing that deep down you probably yearn for a bit of freedom and flexibility? Am I correct in saying that you have that yearning or desire for freedom?
Yeah, sometimes I do.
So how do you cope with that?
I like to ask questions now, wait.
Because you're on the spot, innit?
Yeah.
You got to answer that question.
No, I need time to repeat, please.
So I said, how do you cope knowing that you have a deep desire for freedom and flexibility?
Sometimes I feel a bit stuck.
Yeah.
And I feel like... because maybe I'm not into the job of my life yet. And I know that there are still some steps I need to do in order to progress in my career, maybe find a better company, more flexible, this and that. Sometimes it's a struggle, but I think it aligned with my personality, because I am very structured. I need to follow a routine, I need to follow a plan, and make me feel safe in a way. But also with the fact that you can work from home, it can be slightly flexible. Sometimes you can go to the gym, come back. So, yeah, I think...
You know what, as you were saying that, I was actually thinking of two things. I think there's this thing I used to say to myself. I like the concept of I don't know which one, doesn't really matter. A structured flow, but also flexible structure. Like, I like the duality. You know, like a yin and yang. How you got masculine and feminine. I feel like that's also cool when you have like yourself who's structured and me who's a bit more flexible. Like they can complement each other so well.
Or distract.
Huh?
Or led to distraction.
I think it depends.
Distraction.
If you lack the awareness and the communication of those things, then yes.
Is your ass showing?
Wait, what was I gonna say? There's this cool concept I used to think of when I had the brand Human Earth and Flow. what was it? It was freedom and flow, but something to do with structure. Maybe strength and structure, something like that. Anyway, that's a wrap. I love you, Francesca. I love you.
No.
Oh, you're so... You know, that felt like this first time we had a serious conversation, because I felt like when you were talking, I had to like look in your eyes, and I was like, yeah, okay.
When?
When you were talking.
Is it?